Hello, YouTube family and friends. I will just flat out admit I've started this video 3 or 4 times. I've had some issues here with this door behind me. So anyway, what's going on is that I am deleting my shorts off of the YouTube channel per one of my mutuals, Learning with Trey. And I listened to him about it before. And that was before I got Nexus clips and was using those. And it's not that I have anything against the shorts. It's just that I decided I'm going to put them on another channel that I'm not using right now. So his advice was clear, strong, and precise. He came with the numbers. And I heard him say it before, and then I thought, well, I'll just leave these up there that I had and not make any more for this channel. And he's saying just having them there was not good. So I removed it. I removed them. It was 3 of them. And they did okay for a new channel. And me being a new person on here. So this is the middle of my first year on YouTube. And I just decided, you got to make some changes as you go along. You got to go along with it. I've been watching some videos today and found some good advice from Learning with Trey. And then another guy on here told me about something that I had not heard of. I didn't know about the notebooklm. That's from Google. The notebooklm is really good. Let me close. I'm trying to start up an old computer over here. It's been down for like 4 or 5 months because I had 2 computers in the back. So the problem I was having with this one, even though I like it, is that the screens kind of come loose. I think I have to put some tape on it or something, but it's a fairly new computer. But it's I'm just trying to start it up here, and finally started it up. So I'm doing things. So that light I'm seeing in my eye here is coming from this PC over here. Let me see if I can maneuver myself around to get out of the light of that. Let's see, there we go, a little bit. It's still showing. I'm just gonna close it. There. Anyway, since I've done that, and then I found out about a couple of things from one of the guys that was I was learning from. The notebook LM is really good because it can take a YouTube video and summarize it, and it can turn it into a podcast for free. He just kind of laid that out there like sideways, saying, okay, you can get this notebook LM. And I had heard of notebook LM, but I didn't know its capabilities. When you say notebook, I thought of the regular notebook that everybody has on their PC that you can look at, but it's called notebook LM. And there is a pro version. So after looking at what it does on the non-pro and free version, I thought, why would you need a pro version? Because everything else can be done. But you learn from your mutuals, especially the ones that's established. And even the young mutuals that I watch, I watch them just to see how they struggle trying to get monetized. And one young man is almost about to make it, and I'm right there with him. I hope he makes it, and he's given me inspiration to keep going. I can follow young people, and you can see the good in somebody that's really trying. We are basically not the type of YouTubers that we do watch, which is the slick people. And the slickness will come later on. So one day I'm gonna be slick. And one day he's gonna be slick. And but you learn from your different mutuals. And I learned this from one of the other guys I was watching. I would bring up this PC and go online if it will work, but right before I did this video, my internet went out. So it's going to be a while before I can get this back up. It says it won't be back up for the next 2 or 3 hours. They tell you that, but most times if it happens in the daytime like this, it's going to reactivate. It's going to come up earlier than that. Because I know the phone is off the hook. This is a lot of people live over here. You just can't be knocking out the internet, and people get distressed. I know I do. I noticed I was watching a TCM movie in there, and the movie just stopped. And first I thought it was just the old PC that I had cutting up, but then I saw the little red light on my router. It was gone. Anyway, so back to this notebooklm. See, that's why I'm new. I just drove right off course, down the valley, down the stream, going down the hill. So back to this notebooklm. You guys got to try this, because it's going to come in so handy for me, because I watch a lot of, I get into a binge like anybody else would. I'm desperate to learn, and I'm desperate to have a pretty video, because I just want it, because I like being on YouTube. I really do. And even though I don't have a lot of people that watch, it's just it's good therapy, I think, for people that are solo like myself. But anyway, when I did this notebooklm, I may have to do this video over, because I just keep driving down the cliff, down the mountain, down the hill. Anyway, notebooklm, it can create a podcast out of someone else's video. Yep, I said it. It could create a podcast out of somebody else's video. And they will talk and discuss and tell you about the video. And I'll need something like that for my little African people that I watch. And the reason I watch them are some go-getting people. I mean, they working on YouTube, and they coming in with a heavy accent. And I'm like, I'm just rewinding, replaying, and they are. It's some of it's like, as soon as I turn on and see that it's an African person, I'm like, oh gosh. Especially if they're telling you something, because the one thing I know they know is how to post on YouTube and make money, because they're more gung-ho than the Americans. They just want to get that money, no matter if it's a different amount of money in their country. They want that money, and they're going to do all the good things they have to do. And they tell you and let you know about any changes in YouTube, any problems that you may have on YouTube. So you need to pick up on some of these Africans. But once again, I went off the curve here. But the notebooklm, I found, can take a video like that, and it doesn't matter what country they're from or whatever, but it will analyze that video, pick up on all of it, and it will break it down into hard copy. And then if you want to create a podcast out of it, it will create it of people already talking. It's almost up in the lane of VEO3 without video. And I think you can put one of those up and then put the voice to it, and then just add pictures. I am so thrilled about that. That's the one thing this one guy told me, and I can't remember his name, but he's a professional, and I can't tell if he's AI, because when you look into his eye, he had blue eyes, and they almost, you can see into him, the pupils are open like he's on something. But I think it's an AI, because his eyes are just like, you see the blue, and then you see it's open in the middle of his eyes. And it's like, why would your eyes be like that? And I've questioned this on every video I watch him on, but his eyes stay that way. You know, just like you notice things with me or other people when they're posting. That's the one thing. I just look at this guy and then you have to stop and say, well, what did he say? Let me think. Well, anyway, he gave some good advice. He's told me about something called Super Whisper. I'll have to go back and look at that video again, but I think if I put it in the notebooklm, it will tell me, and it discusses it. It does. And so I really want to try that on all of my people that are from other countries with accents, because I may be able to understand some of the stuff they're saying. It's really difficult to understand some of the people that I watch, but I realize that they know something, and it's worth the effort to try to listen. So I'm one of those people that are a fan of long form videos, because the short form videos, I think, were created, Learning with Trey says they were created in answer to TikTok, and so I've avoided TikTok because of that too, because it's a young person's medium. I think younger person, and they don't have that attention span like older people would. So, but I did want to let you know about notebooklm, and that if you're a new YouTuber, you may want to stop putting those shorts out. But shorts has people that really like them, and Trey was saying that he got a nasty comment from someone saying that he's got a channel for shorts and everything. And what they did, he examined the stats of some of these people that have shorts like that, and they'll get millions or 100,000, it says, and they have where they make a healthy amount of money, like maybe what they say, 1 million, they get $12,000. But he says he notices that another person had long form videos that weren't getting any hits from that million people that they got watching their videos. Okay. And he says that $12,000 could be, 100,000, so or 50,000 more, or 100,000, probably 100,000 or more. And so, that's something to think about. If your stats are being messed up by shorts, then you should rethink it. And plus, he presented a channel of a guy that mows grass, and he is huge for mowing the grass and changing people's lives by taming their lawns. And so I've seen that guy before. I saw it one time on YouTube, thought nothing of it. I thought, well, this guy just makes a video of cutting grass. Come to find out, that is a huge YouTuber for that. Huge in the fact that he gets people to watch his videos long form, and he's got nothing but cutting the grass, and he's making tons of money. Trey looked at that and said the way he does it is the correct way. He has a channel for long form, And then he has the same type of channel for short form. So, but he doesn't mix them together. And said, uh, look at his main channel. It's all just long form videos, and he's getting way more hits than some people would if you combine them, because you know I looked at that with him, and then I looked at the shorts. He's making money both ways, but they're not together. They're not being mixed in together, and you wouldn't even really pay much attention to it really if he hadn't pointed out that these were two different channels. They look almost the same, but one is just shorts only, one is just video, and they're not connected that way. So, you know, there's a lot to learn on YouTube. There's so many things you can do, and he gave me some tricks on Canva too. And let's see. Oh, and before I go, I do want to talk about DuckDuckGo, the browser. For some reason, I was going to use that for something, and I tried it out, and it just gives a better feel when you're on there. Like, I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and you know, DuckDuckGo has an option on YouTube to watch the video without the commercials. So if you got a 20 or 30-minute video on there, or you're watching a re-recorded video of a live that they put out, one of my mutuals does that, you could actually take an option on DuckDuckGo under duck.ai, and you can watch the whole thing without the video ads. How that slipped through from YouTube, I don't know, but it does work. And plus, I just kind of like the way the DuckDuckGo looks. Spectrum service alert is affecting your area, but you're online now. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, they put me back online. Okay. So, anyway, this was my video for today. It's a little chopped up and messy. I'm so sorry about that. I just, well, anyway, if you stayed this long, thank you. I'm going to be better. That's my goal, to be better each one. I'm going to do like the young ones and the old ones and the mutuals that tell you no and the mutuals that say go. I'm just going to be here and do my thing. I'm getting ready to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, if you would, please. And I don't know really what else to say. It's the end of the video. Take care, friends.